Hey YouTube, this is May. Sorry I haven't been on in a while. A lot of things has happened since the last time I talked to y'all. Um, we end up losing my papa, my husband's grandfather, to COVID. Me and him got tested at the beginning of July. We came back positive, all three of us, my husband, my grandfather, and myself. A few days later, on the 9th, my husband went and got retested. He was negative. So less than a week he had it, because he got tested on July the 2nd, but we didn't get those results back until the July the 9th, but he done got retested from another company by then. So less than a week he had it and got over it. So my grandfather and I went on quarantine for 2 weeks, and we came back and got tested again. We ended up getting it again, or still had it actually. So we went on quarantine for another 2 weeks. He started getting sicker. He ended up getting pneumonia. He got admitted to the hospital. They released him less than 24 hours later, and he came home and he was doing okay. But then he started getting worse, and then we went and got retested for our third time, which was this month, which is August. So on August the 5th, me and him got tested for the third time, and we found out that he is or was still positive, and I finally became negative. And so Papa got real bad. He got to where he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink, he didn't want to take baths, he didn't want to do anything, he didn't want us to touch him. So we called hospice. They came in and they admitted him into the hospice system, and he passed away this weekend on Saturday, and it has been a real big struggle. So just a few minutes before he passed, a uncle of ours came over and told us that a cousin of ours had died in a car wreck. And then less than 5 minutes later, my mom, who was staying with me that weekend to help me with Papa, came out and said that Papa had passed. So in 9 months, we had lost, between my husband and I, we have lost 8 family members. Not all to coronavirus, but just different things. 9 months ago, we lost his grandmother at 94. 5 months later, we lost his mom. She was 72. And then we lost his 96-year-old grandfather 4 months later. When people tell you not to worry about wearing your gloves, wearing your mask, I'm not saying that's going to protect you 100%, but please wear your gloves and mask. Make sure you bathe, make sure you wash your hands, make sure you keep yourself clean, because I'm going to tell you, watching someone suffer and die from COVID is something I wouldn't want anybody to watch. And I've seen it firsthand, up close and personal, and he struggled a lot. And so make sure you follow what the government and the president and stores and restaurants are telling you, because that's something I wouldn't want nobody to see. He suffered really bad, like really bad. And it didn't help that he was 96 years old. But, just please take care of yourself to help people like me who take care of older folks, and to protect them, because my husband and I were wearing gloves, we were wearing masks, we washed every day with antibacterial soap, we kept on spraying Lysol, we washed our walls down with bleach every week. We made sure our door handles were bleached. We were taking every precaution out there, and we still all end up getting it. So it's something you can't, you know, we did everything we could to protect us and Papa from it, but, you know, it was meant for us to get, you know, the COVID. On a happier note, my puppy down here, Chi-Chi, had to have emergency C-section this morning and has now got 4 beautiful little babies. I noticed she wasn't acting right, and so I took her into the animal hospital where we always take our babies. And come to find out, the babies were in distress. Their heart rates were getting lower and lower, and the vet decided it was best if we got her a cesarean. So a few hours later, she has the 4 babies, 3 boys, 1 little girl, and she is doing good. She is trying to adjust to mother life, and this is her first litter, and it will be her only litter. She got fixed while they had her in surgery. The babies were too big for her to birth, and that's the daddy over there. So he's a Chihuahua and she's a Chiweenie. So if they were too big with him, and he just turned a year old, you know, right when they had mated, then she wouldn't be able to handle any other animals. So we went ahead and got her fixed. So we have, like I said, 4 little babies. Matter of fact, let me see if I can go get a video of them. And on top of all that, oh, baby girl, he wants to stay out and eat pine cones. I gotta pick up pine cones in my yard. We have been doing a lot of work in our house before Papa passed, and, you know, even more so now. Let me turn on some light because I'm in the dark. Woo! Bright light. So let me see if I can show you all the babies. So this is a little girl. A little boy. Another little boy. And a little boy. So I hope I got that. It's hard to do it when you're on a cell phone recording. But we painted our kitchen. We're not completely done yet. We got to do some more stuff. Like this cabinet right here was all brown. And so I painted it gray and then did the doors white. We got new handles for it, but they didn't fit because they weren't long enough. But we got all new hardware for them too. I'll show you. We got all new hardware. They almost match the kind that was on them originally, but they're newer. But it's the antique finish, I think is what it's called. I think that's what it's called. I'm not entirely sure, but we got them from Lowe's. And we got all new hinges too, because the hinges were falling apart, like literally falling apart. And so we got all this painted, which is our counter. Ignore all this, we're still in the process of getting everything organized and stuff. But we got that is new, and I still got to paint the windowsills. And then over here we're going to tear up the carpet and put all new flooring down in the whole house. And then over here I started painting the walls with Kilz because we have gas fireplaces, and it had smoldered onto the wall. So I took what little Kilz I had left and I put it on the wall. Oh, my little boy's knocking. Peavy. So I took what little bit of kills I had left and put on the wall. Because see, this is what everything in this house looked like. It was all this color brown. The cabinets in the kitchen, everything was this color brown. So we thought it would be nice to, you know, kind of lighten things up. Like these doors right here were very, very dark brown. You can see where a little bit of the brown is bleeding through the paint. Right here and up here. Whoop, let me go right here. You see where a little bit is bleeding through. I've got to put another coat on it. And then, matter of fact, that's the color that the door was. And so I got to do another coat on this side. There was a piano over here, and we took the piano out. And but I have to say, one of my most favorite parts about the paint is this wall. It's chalkboard. Because I thought it would be a good idea to have a chalkboard wall in my kitchen, because there's a few ideas that I have for my YouTube channel, which unfortunately and satisfying now, I get to do more things with my channel than I could before. But we're going to have our grocery list over here, and then this is actually where the ironing y'all know what I'm talking about, ironing board, thank you, is. And so we decided to paint that too, and that's going to be our menu board. Oh, someone's calling me. Hold on just a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, it was a solicitor. Sorry. We've been getting a lot of those lately. But what I was saying is where the ironing board is, that's going to be our menu. Since Papa has passed away, a lot of family has brought us a lot of food. So that's why it says leftovers, and then it's got it all the way down. Because we've been eating food that the family has brought us. Because it's just me and my husband now. And so they had fed us a bunch of food, so we split it between my husband and I. Sorry, it's hot in here because we got to keep it warm for the puppies, but you might can hear them on the video, but it's just my husband and I now, and so we split it between us and my mom and her husband Steve, and then my husband's uncle Jimmy, because they've helped us out a lot during this situation. Jimmy was Papa's son, his only living kid. And so, you know, he's helped us out a lot. And then right here is kind of like a to-do list. Sorry, my mom kind of got decided in which way? That way. Drew a horse. And then, you know, we got our calendar and stuff. But yeah, so, and this is just the paper stuff that we got from Dollar Tree. We covered our refrigerator in it, and it almost matches the paint perfectly, which is odd because we didn't plan it to be that way, but it kind of became that way. So, and on other news, I have a job. Yay! So I have not worked in 3 years because I've been taking care of Vaughn's grandparents and his mom. So therefore I have not been able to work. And not that I'm saying that I don't mind taking care of them, or I didn't mind taking care of them. I just felt like I was not providing with my husband for our family, which is, like I said, just me and him. But now I have a job. I couldn't start it right away because I still had the coronavirus and I had to wait to take the test. And so when I retook the test, I had to wait almost a week before I got those results, because I don't know, how all the states are doing it, but our state, which is Georgia, was so far behind that that it was going to take a week for us to get our results, which kind of sucked. So we finally got the results back, and I called the manager, or excuse me, the owner of the place that I'm going to be working at. And I had a meeting with them, and everything went good. However, they couldn't bring me on because of the fact that I could not work nights and weekends because I had no one to take care of Papa. Well, when Papa passed away Saturday, on Sunday I called the gentleman back and told them that I was able to work if they could just give me one more week off to handle the funeral arrangements and stuff for Papa, and then I would start next week. And he agreed. So I'm hoping it works well. I'm still going to do Instacart and DoorDash, and I do have Uber, which Uber is not really good in the town that I will be in. I'm not going to say where I'm going to be working at, or, anything like that, because you never know. You never know. And I don't need no more crazy in my life. So, but the town that I'll be in, they're not really big on Uber yet. So, but I'm still going to turn on the app when I can to see if I can get anything. I'm still going to be doing my Instacart and my DoorDash and doing the job. And I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. And now that it's kind of weird because I don't have anyone to take care of now, and it's odd because for 3 years it was my life to make sure that 3 people were well taken care of and fed and washed and had clean clothes, and praise God, I had people that helped. But unfortunately, when my mother-in-law passed away, they got really sad and had to leave, and they couldn't stay with Papa anymore because they were too close to the situation, and they knew what the outcome was going to be, and so they left and couldn't help me take care of Papa. So my mother had quit her job to help me take care of Papa, and she did for 2 weeks before Papa passed. So I'm very blessed to have had people help me with everything that was going on. But so yeah, it's just me and my husband now, mainly me because he'll be working in Florida a good bit of the time, so I won't see him often. So yeah, it's just little old me in this big old house, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2 kitchens, 2 dining room house by myself. But I'm blessed and I'm loved, and I'm just thankful for everything that I've got to do and have done, and will get to continue doing in my life. Like I said, there's more things that's going to be coming to this channel hopefully soon that I wasn't able to do before because of situations. So now I'll be able to do those. And so yeah, just keep us in your prayers as we laid his cousin down to rest today. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go because, like I said, my baby girl over there had to have emergency C-section, and so I wasn't able to go. I had to stay here with her. So, and we'll be laying Papa to rest Friday. And so, yeah, just keep us in your prayers, and, God bless y'all, and see y'all later. Bye.